we've struggled with teams with really 4 options, and I thought Ashley's really given them another dimension offensively with his ability in the paint and his toughness. He'll guard and he'll attack the basket. I don't think we played our best, and I take responsibility. We wanted to be as fresh as possible. I thought we weren't very good on Tuesday, concerned about that. But gave them a day off on Wednesday, had a really good practice Thursday, and Friday we were light, and today we were very light, which is, it's not something that we normally do. And I think that it affected us in the first 5 minutes, saying that I just thought that they beat us to loose balls. They were just a little bit more aggressive, and their will, stats don't necessarily reflect it, but I thought that loose balls really hurt us. It gave them life, and then when you got 4 guys that can really score it, it makes it difficult. It makes it difficult for you to get stops.
Questions for Coach? We're also being joined by Kwame Vaughn and Dior Lohorn. But first, questions for Coach.
First, I know it might be a little bit too soon to give a kind of overall assessment of the season before you go.
I talked to our seniors, about them and challenged our younger players. I've never coached a player. And I've coached some pretty good ones as an assistant coach. I've coached some pretty good ones as a head coach at Florida Atlantic. We had a really good player there, 2 really good players there. I don't think I've ever coached a player as talented as Dior in terms of what he can do offensively. And he works, he works at it. He's one of those guys that gets in the gym, gets up shots, so that's a tremendous bar that he's raised for our program in terms of, our younger players understanding that. He didn't become a great shooter by just showing up to practice every day. He spent time in the gym. He set a good foundation for us because he did. He came in and worked every day. He really did. Dante's not the fastest point guard, not the quickest point guard, not the best shooting point guard. Unbelievable savvy. Unbelievable. Him and a guy named Brent Cruz that I had at Florida, great savvy for the game, great will to win. Set the bar really high for our players in the future. And then Blake Wallace has been through so much, and you can't have a better teammate than Blake Wallace. So in that way, when we came here, that we had a lot of issues. Just guys going to class, different things off the court. They're not bad kids. They weren't bad kids. But not what we thought USF was supposed to be about. These 3 youngsters, they are what USF is about. Maybe not in the win-loss column because you always want to get more wins, but in terms of their effort, helping our program get some respectability. I don't know what we were picked at the beginning of the season, but right there at 4th, and we lose a tough game at Santa Clara, at home against Santa Clara. We have an unbelievably tough non-conference schedule next year. We've helped with that and made that better, we think, which will help with our RPI and help our league. But they did some really positive things. No one thought we can beat Gonzaga. I don't want to just beat Gonzaga. I say that all the time, but no one thought we could get them, and we did. And our guys fought through so much. You're not respected. We weren't respected, and we had to fight through those things every single day. They have a coach that's an absolute pain in the butt, and always pushing them and challenging them, and they responded to that, and they stayed together. They really stayed together. So we've definitely helped our program take it from year 1 to year 2. I think we've taken steps. 1 more win, I can understand that. Only 1 more win, but losing to Montana State at home, a game we should win. Losing to Loyola Chicago, a game we had a chance to win on the road. A really tough non-conference schedule in terms of the guarantee money games that I hate playing, but you have to. We played 3 this year. Makes it difficult for our RPI. We've raised the bar. We have in a lot of different ways, in the student, in the athlete. I think now as a team, we've taken a good step, and as a program, those 3 and the whole team definitely have helped us in those areas.
Questions for Rex or the student athletes? Steve?
How's it hit you that your USF career is over?
I'm fine with it. The way where I came from 4 years ago, everything being down and stuff, I'm actually fine with it. Where I came from, when we won 9 games, and just seeing all the turnaround with the coaches and the players and just how stuff was handled. I'm not gonna go into specifics, but it's like night and day. So I'm actually content. I'm not. You know, it would have been good to win another game, but you know, it was so low that this right here, just what we did this last, you know, really the whole season and last year, how we finished the season and how we finished this season, I'm fine. It's gonna hit me. I'm not gonna. I'm just not gonna hit me right now. But I'm fine, just because where it came from till now is just night and day. So, fine.
When people look at the record, it's not that much different. If you watch your team, it's different. How would you tell the general audience that USF has made strides, even though the record might not indicate it?
Look at our non-conference. We played just as many road games as 5 teams in the Pac-10. Think about that. 5 teams, and I can tell you who they are. 5 teams in the Pac-10. We played just as many road games as them. Combined. All 5 teams combined. I put that on freaking, 9 freshmen and sophomores and 1 junior and 3 seniors. I mean, that's why our record is what it is, and playing those road games and not having confidence. And when we played Montana, we had zero confidence. And I'm not a confidence giver, okay? That's not what I do. But the fact is, through all of that horrendous non-conference, which is my fault, number one, they stayed together and they got tougher. And that's what allows us to beat Loyola twice, beat Gonzaga at home, play Portland. We're down 4 with 3 minutes to go. Gonzaga, we're down 3 with 19 seconds to go. That's where it is, because last year we had no shot against Gonzaga last year, at home or on the road. We had no shot against St. Mary's. We had shots this year. Portland, we really had no shot of beating those guys. So in that way, 7-7 in our league, we've done things. My AD's been great. Charlie Cross has been great. Our administration's been great. Now we've got hopefully a schedule. Now I got to win. I got to win at home, quite honestly. But that those are the things, and that's what I want Dior and Dante, because they had to take the hit for the program. I mean, putting that on them, think about that. And we play South Florida and Southern Illinois on a neutral site, 2 pretty good programs. South Florida's right there in the hunt. I think Southern Illinois still got, maybe have a winning record. I don't know for sure. The record does not indicate what these guys are. You got to really watch us play. You got to watch our guys, how together they are, and the toughness. We got to get better. We got to get better in those areas. Fighting through contact and physical box outs and loose balls. Those are things we can get better at. But our record doesn't indicate what these guys are about and what they did for us.
Anything further? Thank you.
Thank you, guys.